निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगा ध्यानावस्थिता तद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यार्थं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः माणिक्यवीणां नवलालयन्तीं मदालसां मञ्जुळवाग्विलासां माहेन्द्र नीलद्युतिकोमलाङ्गीं मातङ्गकन्या मनसा स्मरामि चतुर्भुजे चन्द्रकलावतंसे कुचोन्नते कुङ्कुमरागशोणे पुण्ड्रेषु पाशाङ्कुश पुष्पबाणहस्ते नमस्ते जगदेकमातः सुरासुरसेवित पादपङ्कज करे विराज कमनीय पुस्तका विरिञ्चि पत्नी कमलासनस्थिता सरस्वती नित्यसुवाचि मे सदा क्रीडागृहं ललितलास्य गतिक्रमाणां विद्यालयं विमलगानरसानुगानां पात्रं कवीन्द्र वचसा महितं कलानां क्षेत्रं जगास्तु जगतां शुभदानलक्ष्यम् आङ्गिकं भुवनं यस्य वाचिकं सर्ववाङ्मयम् आहार्यं चन्द्रतारादीप्तं नुमः सात्विकं शिवम्. Anything else you want to say something? Anything, any? Ma'am? My mom. Yeah. Yes.
ध्यायामुदवलावगुण्ठनवतीं तेजोमयं नैष्टिकीं स्निग्धपाङ्गाविलोकिनीं भगवतीं मन्दस्मितश्रीमुखीं वात्सल्यमृतवर्षिणीं सुमधुरं सङ्कीर्तनलापिनीं श्यामाङ्गीं मदसिक्तसुप्तिम् अमृतानन्दात्मिकामीश्वरीम्.
Mr.
Do you want a
Sachin?
picture with everyone? Do you want a picture with everyone? Yeah. Let's go.
Where do you want us to stand?
You tell us. Guruji is good to the center. Yeah. Guruji and Saesha.
The moment seems to have come. Can't thank you everyone enough for making this day even more special with your presence. Good evening to everyone in the room, and good time of day or night for anyone around the world who's right now watching an YouTube online link, which we did not send to the people here so that the food is going to be used. So it's over a decade of Saesha's disciplined work, thanks to her guru, and thanks to the whole village that is here and others who are blessing her right up from the skies, who were there in her journey prior and we believe are still around. And we will get a moment to thank them all. This is really a culmination of years of tears, sweat, dedication, but more importantly, it's the love of the village that comes together. And I will try to ensure I don't miss anyone during my vote of thanks, which will be at the end, so that we can start the program. But I will tell you, and I told some other people, that today I came straight onto the stage because I believe that whatever I feel is how it will come out. And all of you know me quite personally and know my family quite personally. We cannot be happier than today for having you here. So please enjoy the journey. I want to thank, in the very beginning, the city of San Ramon, the DVHS staff, Bindu and the orchestra and the team, and hundreds of volunteers, actually as many people sitting here are actually outside helping everyone. And they have been in this dance journey all together. And I want to also thank the city of San Ramon and the mayor who's, also sent out a certificate and congratulatory note, as well as the congresswomen and, other members. So with that, I wouldn't want to stop us from enjoying this performance. I would say that go through the pamphlets. For those who might be doing a first Arangetram, there's a lot of story, there's a lot of Natya, which is the dance, and a lot of other things that Bindu, the guru, is going to talk about. And with that, please, again, welcome all of you. We'd look to have a lot of energy as Saesha puts in her energy here and the orchestra goes live. Please give in your energy to just make that this special moment forever in our lives. So have a great time, everyone. Welcome again.
Ladies and gentlemen, my namaskarams to you. On behalf of myself and the dedicated staff at Vrindavan, I welcome each of you to Saesha Ray's Arangetram performance. This year has been a tremendous team effort for all of us, and I could not have done it without my dedicated band of teachers. So thank you, Vidya, Madhu, Selvi, Kavita, Poonam, Sambika, Hema, and Ajju. By the way, we are all color coordinated today, a combination of white and green. Me, my teachers, and the band of musicians. In the audience, I also see fellow Indian dance colleagues and teachers from San Ramon Valley Dance Academy, home to Vrindavan and to Saesha. Hearty welcome to each and every one of you. Namaste. Saesha's Arangetram is our final graduation performance for 2023. She has been training at Vrindavan from 6 or 7 years of age. Saesha is following a cultural tradition of storytelling in which Indian gods, goddesses, sages, and saints are the central characters. They are invoked, they are celebrated, brought onto the stage, and presented to the audience. It is a performance, all right, but more than that, it is a journey to and an experience of a divine realm through the intricate and beautiful language of Bharatnatyam. It is rich in emotional and dramatic content that can evoke a fervent response in the viewer. Respect and reverence, anger and rage, goodness and beauty, valor and courage, love and separation, sadness and joy are all among the range of emotions being felt, being expressed, and being evoked. A Bharatanatyam dancer recreates stories, she enacts roles, becomes a character, takes on their personality, and communicates through a vocabulary of hand gestures, body movements, and facial expressions. An ensemble of traditional poetry sung by classically trained musicians travels on this journey with her. The dance is lyrical and its melody is embedded firmly within rhythmic arrangements. But how did it come to be this way? What is the foundation on which it is situated? Classical art forms in India express and illustrate facets of a devotional movement called bhakti that spread through India from the 6th century onwards. What are its salient characteristics? Well, for one, an emphasis on a deity's personal and physical presence in the world and their accessibility to the devotee. So it is not a one-sided interaction. It is to see and be seen. Secondly, the dancer can participate in and even incarnate the deity that is being worshipped. Third, Indian culture's eagerness to sing and dance one's God, depict them in paintings and poetry and sculpture, and also build shrines to them. Therefore, the line between sacred and secular, between human and divine, is fluid and can often ebb and flow seamlessly. Well, with that background in mind, let's meet our band of musicians who are supporting and complementing Saesha's dancing today. Can I have the curtains open, please? Our vocalist is Srimati Sindhu Natarajan. Sindhu comes from a family of Carnatic musicians. Her mother is a very well-known violinist. Her dad plays the mridangam, the Indian drums. Her aunt is a classical music singer and teacher. All of them trained in India. So Sindhu has been steeped in music since birth. Where I think she stands out is the fact that she had her immersion and training here in the US as she went through school, college, and now in her career as a teacher in Livermore. Very glad to have you in our team, Sindhu. Welcome to you. Playing the mridangam is Sri Balaji Mahadevan. Balaji today will be playing the mridangam as well as the tabla, while also simultaneously handling a digital sound player, amplifying sound effects. Pleasure to have you with us, Balaji. Welcome. Our violinist is Sri Vikram Raghukumar. Vikram has a calm and introverted demeanor. Underneath its exterior is a serious and talented musician, as you will witness this evening. Welcome back, Vikram. With that, we will begin Saesha's Arangetram with a prayer song.
जय जगदीश्वरी माता सरस्वती जय जगदीश्वरी माता सरस्वती जय जगदीश्वरी माता सरस्वती शरणागत प्रतिपालनहारी जय माता सरस्वती शरणागत
Saesha will begin her Arangetram performance with a Pushpanjali in Ragam Gambhira Natai set to Adi Talam. The dancer consecrates the stage by offering flowers to the presiding deity, curtsying to the gurus, and greeting the audience. She then acknowledges the directional deities through stylized dance movement. Rhythmic syllables pre-arranged to robust melody create a compelling prelude to the invocatory shloka verse to Ganesha, the elephant-headed god of auspicious beginnings. Bringing him onto the stage, the dancer says, "I bow to you, Vinayaka, whose vehicle is a humble mouse, who holds the modak sweet in his hand, has flapping ears and a long trunk, son of Shiva and remover of obstacles. I seek your blessings. Please give me success in this endeavor." We now present Pushpanjali.
Mm-hmm.
मूषिक वाहन मोदक हस्ता चामर कर्णा विलंबित सूत्र वामन रूपा महेश्वर पुत्रा विनायका पाद नमस्ते विघ्न विनायक पाद नमस्ते पाद नमस्ते पाद नमस्ते
The next item is Shiva Tandava Stotram. Shiva is the so-called destroyer god in the Hindu pantheon. Is his destruction arbitrary? No, not usually. For the most part, it is transformational. In fact, it is through his wondrous dancing that he makes the transformation happen. He dances everywhere, in his mountain home of Kailasha, in temples all across India, and even in cremation grounds. But he is also known to have a quick temper and act hastily, even harshly. His appearance is unorthodox, to put it mildly. His hair is uncombed and disheveled. He wears a tiger skin as his garment. Snakes are his adornments. The river goddess Ganga is trapped in his topknot, and her waters agitate him and make him restless. He has a third eye in his forehead, which, when opened, releases scorching flames that burn to ashes the person who provoked him. He has strong associations to fire. In short, he's not the kind of guy you want your daughter to bring as a potential son-in-law. But guess what? He is uniquely charismatic. Legend associates this powerful hymn to Ravana, the demon king of Lanka, who in an impulsive act of egotism attempted to lift Kailasha, Shiva's mountain abode, with his multitude of arms. The mountain shook dangerously, and there was a great deal of fear and chaos in Shiva's chambers. Determined to teach Ravana a lesson, Shiva pressed down the mountain with just his big toe. Ravana's hands were crushed by the weight of the mountain. Acknowledging his blunder, Ravana atoned by reciting several hymns in praise of Shiva, this shlokam being one among them. Rendered forcefully with a foreboding vitality, it brings to life Shiva's acts of valor and heroism. The thumping sound of Shiva's drum, the raging fire from his third eye, and the vibrant Tandava dance are all recreated by pulsating beats and an invigorating tempo. Please enjoy the Shiva Tandava Stotram.
नीलपङ्कज प्रपञ्चकाडिमप्रभा वलम्बिकण्ठगन्दली रुचिप्रबद्धकन्दरं स्मरचिदं पुरचिदं भवचिदं मखचिदं गजचिदात्कचिदं तमन्तकचिदं भजे ॐ
is a Varnam in Ragam Telang set to Adi Talam. Its theme is the 10 incarnations or avatars taken by Vishnu, the protector deity in the Hindu pantheon. The belief in avatars has its origins in ancient Indian mythology, with its emphasis on heroism, righteousness, order, stability, and continuity of society. Vishnu prevented many an existential crisis by ensuring stability on earth and preserving its social order. When either or both are threatened, Vishnu assumes an appropriate form or avatar, descends on earth, and in true warrior style, destroys the threat and restores order. The principles behind the avatar legends are simple: triumph of good over evil, humility over egoism, and righteousness over deceit that are embedded in the battles between gods and demons. What binds these stories together? Invariably, disorder and chaos emerge when kings or rulers attain immense powers and become despots. Authoritarian behavior instills fear and terror among the subjects, leading to a breakdown in societal norms and configurations. When the crisis reaches a tipping point requiring critical and divine intervention, Vishnu intervenes and stems the crisis. But how does he do it? Well, these are very powerful kings. So Vishnu assumes superpowers, transforms himself to an appropriate figure, descends on earth, and attacks the crisis head on until its resolution. Does that theme sound familiar to you guys? Thor, Iron Man, Superman, Spider-Man. Who else? Wonder Woman, Captain America. These modern superheroes from the Marvel universe accomplish similar purposes. The summoning of one's own inner supernatural powers to vanquish enemies disrupting the lifestyle of native tribes is the theme of popular avatar movies which have also been adapted as video games. The superhero stories of Vishnu's avatars predate all these modern developments and in all likelihood are the inspiration behind their creation. 10 incarnations are depicted in this pithy verse, which allows for elaboration of the stories. A Varnam is a marathon run in the Bharatnatyam repertoire, and like interval training, alternates between narrative segments and rhythmic sequences. Saesha will now demonstrate sections of the Varnam. It all began with a torrential deluge and flood threatening the destruction of the earth. Taking the avatar of a giant fish, Matsya, tethered to a boat, Vishnu assembled and protected sacred texts and scrolls, medicinal herbs and seeds, the 7 wise sages and divine animals, thereby ensuring continuity into the next epoch. Second was his avatar of a turtle, Kurma. Gods and demons were in a quest to extract Amrita, the nectar of immortality, from the bottom of the ocean. But how do you execute that? By placing Mount Mandara as a churning rod and the serpent king Vasuki as a rope, they began churning the ocean in earnest. Alas, Mount Mandara, lacking support, sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Vishnu appeared as a turtle, Kurma, plunged into the ocean and burrowing himself underneath the Mandara, raised it above the water. The churning continued and the Amrita was extracted. In the third instance, during a vicious battle, the earth goddess was thrown into the ocean and sank to its bottom. Vishnu, as a giant boar Varaha, plunged into the murky waters of the ocean and emerged swiftly above the water, the glowing form of Bhumi Devi resting on his snout. As the man-lion Narasimha, Vishnu defeated an evil demon king who terrorized his subjects after being granted a powerful boon. He could not be killed by man or beast. During day or night, and inside or outside. Hiranya, the demon king, shatters a pillar in rage during an argument. Out comes a fierce composite creature that is simultaneously a man and a lion. Grabbing Hiranya in his claws, he strides towards a doorway, which is neither in nor out, and tears into him during the emerging twilight hour, which is neither day or night. The avatar of Vamana, a dwarf, descended to subdue the ego of another king who was going to proclaim himself as the Lord of the universe in a grand ritual. The dwarf Vamana appears at the ceremony asking for 3 steps of land. When it is granted, he magnifies manifold and with 2 easy steps covers the earth and the skies. The momentous 3rd step is the king's humble obeisance to a magnanimous Vishnu. Parashurama is an avatar of contradictions. He is a wise sage, but also a ruthless warrior. He is a form of Vishnu, but a devotee of Shiva. He is tasked with removing the sins and sorrows of several generations of leaders, the Kshatriyas. The valiant Prince Rama, his faithful brother Lakshmana, and his loyal wife Sita lived the detached life of exiles. But shockingly, Sita is kidnapped by a demon king named Ravana and flown across the ocean to Lanka. In order to rescue her, Rama teams up with the brave Hanuman and his band of warrior monkeys. Together they build a bridge over the ocean with boulders and rocks. Once completed, Rama and his large entourage march to Lanka. A fierce battle ensues, in which Ravana is killed by Rama and Sita is rescued. Krishna is the universal charmer and the single most celebrated avatar. His presence on earth was necessitated by the evil deeds of Kamsa, another demon king. However, this poem highlights the episode of Krishna's wedding to Princess Rukmini Kalyanam. With a flute on his lips and a peacock feather in his curly hair, blue-hued Krishna epitomizes delightful joy and rapture. Princess Rukmini was in love with Krishna and longed to marry him, but her adamant brother refuses the alliance. In tears, Rukmini writes a secret letter of love and longing to Krishna and sends it through a messenger. Krishna arrives in a chariot and the 2 elope to Dwaraka. But soon, with the consent and presence of all elders, Krishna weds Rukmini. Buddha, the gentle and sheltered Prince Siddhartha, comes face to face with suffering and sorrow on a sojourn outside the palace walls. Troubled and agitated, he renounces his royal life and takes the garb of an ascetic. Wandering around in search of truth and knowledge, Siddhartha finally sits under a Bodhi tree and meditates deeply. As his fingers touch the earth, Bhumi Sparsha, he attains Bodhi or enlightenment. Finally, Vishnu will appear as Kalki when darkness, hostility, and disorder reign supreme, demanding once again Vishnu's intervention. O Narayana, I worship your divine form. The poet Madhvacharya, being a devotee of Krishna, begins the poem with an invocation praising Krishna. Son of Devaki and Nanda, you are the beautiful eyes of Vrindavan and the moonlight of Gokul. With that, we now present a Varnam on the Dashavatara, the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu.
Devaki Nandana Nanda Kumara Vrindavana Jana Gokula Chandra Devaki Nandana Nanda Kumara Vrindavana Jana Gokula Chandra Devaki
झण्णुत्त begin Saesha's second half of Saesha's Arangetram second half with Durga Mahishasura Mardhini Shlokam. Durga, a warrior goddess, is venerated all over India as the destroyer of the demon Mahisha. She is called Mahishasura Mardhini. This poem extols her military and benevolent traits using a strident poetic meter, revealing both her ferociousness as well as her compassion. Riding a lion, she has weapons of war in each of her multiple arms. She is unbeatable in battle, where she displays fearlessness and courageously vanquishes her enemies. She pierces Mahisha with her trident. Her sharp sword slashes many an opponent. Her arrows wound foes, and with her bare arms, she slays adversaries. But she also has a very compassionate side. She brings happiness to the less fortunate. She is a friend of the tribal people, and she cares deeply for the marginalized and forgotten. We now present Durga Mahishasura Mardhini Shlokam, Ragam Ragamalika, set to Ekatalam.
Mahishasura Mardhini
next item is Pandatam. It's in Telang Ragam, set to Adi Talam. And the composer is Tirukkuda Rasappa Kaviraya. Young Vasantavalli, the heroine of Kuravanji legends, is an expert ball player. She can throw, catch, and dribble with ease. Along with her friends, she plays a lively ball game that is expressed through the language of Bharatnatyam. The poet writes admiringly of her athletic prowess as well as her abiding beauty. The blending of folk and classical elements in this genre of poetry instills energy and vivaciousness to the dance. Pandatam in Ragam Tilang.
Pani ma pa ga ma pani pandadi எத்தனை நாடி நாடி தோழியருடனே கூடி கூடி பொன்னின் ஒளிவில் வந்து தாவிய பொன்னின் ஒளிவில் வந்து தாவிய பெண்ணின் ஒளிவு போலவே பெண்ணின் ஒளிவு போலவே சொல்ல எந்தனை நாடி நாடி சொல்ல எந்தனை நாடி நாடி தோழியருடனே கூடி கூடி தோழியருடனே கூடி கூடி நன்னகர் திரி கூடும் பாடி பாடி நன்னகர் திரி கூடும் பாடி பாடி நங்குத திகுத தொங்குத தோம் எனவே நங்குத திகுத தொங்குத தோம் எனவே நன்னகர் திரி கூடும் பாடி பாடி நங்குத திகுத தொங்குத தோம் எனவே சாமி பமகனி பமக சக சமக பமக மணி பாஸ் சசானி பமகனி நீ பமக சக சமக பமக மணி பாஸ் நீ பம சானி பம சசனி பமக மபனி சம பனி சக பந்தடி தனடி சுந்தரி சுந்தரி தனடி பந்தடி தனடி சுந்தரி பந்தடி தனடி பந்தடி தனடி சுந்தரி பந்தடி தனடி சுந்தரி வந்தடி தனளே வந்தடி தனளே சுந்தரி வந்தடி தனளே வந்தடி தனளே சுந்தரி பல்லடி தனளே பந்தடி தனளே சுந்தரி வந்தடி தனளே பந்தடி தனளே சுந்தரி சுந்தரி
The next item is a Bengali Sangeet, Hridaya Mandrilo Damaru Guru Guru. This is composed by Rabindranath Tagore. Within my heart, nature sounds her drums with a deep rumble, as dense clouds seem to frown in anger. The forests and groves tremble as they await an unknown visitor they are about to meet. As the sound of rain fills the air, thunder brings fear to the night. The vines shiver, their leaves joining in the dance, and the garden resonates with the joyous song of crickets. This beautiful song, composed and sung by the world-renowned Bengali poet and literary giant Rabindranath Tagore, is steeped in metaphors and imagery drawn from Indian mysticism and meditation. We now present Bengali Sangeet. The next item is a Tillana in Ragam Dhanashri set to Aditalam. The finale of a Bharatanatyam recital, the Tillana is a beautiful expression of rhythmic dance movement. Beginning with subtle and nuanced body movements known as Meyyadavus, Tillanas gather momentum and elaboration in the form of korvais. They illustrate the vibrant quality of nritta in Bharatanatyam through intricate adavu formations punctuated by powerful rhythms. The poet depicts Krishna's Rasleela dance with vivid descriptions. The lovely milkmaids dance gracefully, their anklets chiming the rhythm, singing songs and playing instruments. Lord Padmanabha is invoked for his power to remove suffering and bestow happiness. At the end of the Tillana, Saesha will conclude her Arangetram with a brief Mangala Shloka. We now present Tillana in Ragam Dhanashri set to Aditalam.
गीत ध्वनि कुदकधीम नाद्र कीटतोम नाच रही गोरी तांदी तम तीद तिरगदों गीत ध्वनि कुदकधीम नाद्र कीटतोम नाच रही गोरी तांदी तम तीद तिरगदों गीत ध्वनि कुदकधीम नाद्र कीटतोम नाच रही गोरी तांदी तम तीद तिरगदों गीत पद्मनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहूँ मैं सावरो पद्मनाभ तुम्हारी लीला क्या कहूँ मैं सावरो ताप संकट हरण आयो सो हमारो तुम्हारो ताप संकट हरण आयो सो हमारो तुम्हारो तदीं तदीं दिरना उदरी ददानी दानी तदीं तदीं दिरना नादत्तुं तदकट तरि तदारे किटदीं तदीं अदरि कदरि तगततां दानी तगततां दानी तगततां तां तदीं दीं दीं तदि गलरि तां 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 तगतनि गलरि तों 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 तगति कुतनि गलरि तद्वनि कुरतनि नाद कीटतो नाच रहे गोरे ताते तंते ददि किरगतो तद्वनि कुरतनि नाद कीटतो नाच रहे गोरे ध्वनि कुदकरे ध्वनि कुदकरे పవమాన సుతుడు పట్టు పాదార విల్దములకు నీరామ రూపములకు నిత్య జయ మంగళం పవమాన సుతుడు పట్టు పాదార విల్దములకు జయ మంగళం నిత్య మంగళం
I call upon Saesha's parents to come over to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that this was a moving performance. It was done with a great deal of passion. It was done with a great deal of engagement, with reverence and respect to the tradition and to the themes of Bharatnatyam. I am immensely proud of Saesha Saesha came to me as a little kid, and right from the get-go, she was actually very flexible. She was very in tune with the movements. There was a certain neatness and grace to her dancing early on. She was so good that, if I remember right, after she had reached a certain intermediate level, we gave her a promotion to the next level of learning. So she had just finished learning a Varnam. Varnam was that marathon piece that she did about, on the Dashavatar, on the 10 incarnations of Vishnu. She had learned a different Varnam, being in a different batch. And then when she was moved up, she had to relearn, or she had to learn this Varnam all over again in a batch that had already started learning it. I remember Saesha was still very young, but found it very intimidating at that time, because she was relearning a Varnam and a new Varnam, and it was entirely different from the one that she had learned before. Because the Dashavatara, the 10 incarnation Varnam, is not, the song is not composed as a Varnam. It's composed as a Kirtanam, or a poem. But then we dancers will take something like that and adapt it to suit and fit and present it as a Varnam. It changes the structure of the piece. And it has a lot, as you can see, it was a very dramatic piece. There's a great deal of movement as well as expression and abhinaya. And, I still remember Saesha used to be very intimidated by it. So she took it as a challenge to get the Varnam right. And she practiced so hard. The last, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, she was doing the Varnam every day, actually. She had to get it in muscle memory. And you saw how well she danced today. I am extremely proud of her. Saesha is into dance so deeply, so immersed in dance education, that she also learns ballet and contemporary and jazz and point, lyrical, and I guess Indian folk dances as well. So I used to wonder, does she have time to go to school? Does she have time to study? She's always dancing. Anytime I ask her, we talk about something or scheduling some activity, it's like, no, auntie, I've got dance class. No, auntie, I have that. And I'm like, do you get to do your homework? But I know that she's a great student as well. She's a really good student. And I congratulate Saesha. I congratulate her parents, who are also, as you all know, patrons of art, not just lovers of art, but patrons of art and music of Indian culture. And it is with great pride I call upon Saesha right now. Vrindavan Indian Dance Academy hereby awards the Certificate of Achievement to Saesha Ray for the successful completion of training in Bharatnatyam, culminating in her Arangetram performance. Congratulations, Saesha.
Okay, this is the one we don't rehearse. Okay, and we didn't know how we will be when we reach here, and this moment has come, right? Almost the feeling that we don't want this, like you want to hold this moment forever. And just the heartwarming, response from everyone here and outside. Even when I can't look at my phone, I just keep seeing all the love pouring in. So I'd want to first start by calling in our wonderful orchestra on stage, and to present to them Saesha. Please, calling Ms. Sindhu Natarajan. And for the Bengalis in the crowd, if you remember Hridaya Mondrilo, she's she's pretty much brought up here, and she went through every way of saying it right as a Bengali. We'll call percussionist. As you know, he did 3 things, including all those special effects that kept coming. Mr. Balaji Mahadevan. And our violinist, Mr. Vikram Raghukumar. So, I love how Bindu tells the stories, and then Bharatnatyam is all about stories. And I'm a history buff, but I have 2 left feet, as all of you know. But all the dance comes from, obviously, the better half, as you all know. So I have to tell that when Saesha was about 3 or 4, she wanted her to start Bharatnatyam. No teacher would start that. Seemingly, the body is not strong enough and all that. And has to be like 7. And we were in New York. And then whatever, got a job, which was to move from New York to San Ramon. The only thing that we Googled was a Bharatnatyam teacher in San Ramon. And this is not a story made. And I talked to Bindu Shankar. So, and I'm going to. Well, obviously calling Bindu. Bindu Shankar, Guru. This is going to be the same thing for me, I'm pretty sure. So we will call in. I'll let the family, they all want to say a few words because this is the moment where we get to thank the extended family, which is all of you.
Kelsa not crying. I really try hard. Okay, wow. I mean, I can believe today is finally here. A very, very emotional day for me. First and foremost, let's join hands to congratulate and applaud Dr. Bindu Shankar and Saesha for giving us such a beautiful evening. I would like to say a few words for Saesha, also known as Tuki. I will have to go way back to when I was expecting her. I still remember the day when Shovik and I got the news about Saesha from our radiologist. I immediately called my family in India, and the first words were, guess what? We'll have another dancer in our family. I was confident that yes, Saesha will be a dancer, and there was no doubt about it. Today, it brings immense joy and pride to see how you own the stage, Saesha, and you captivated all of us. This event of such stature couldn't have been possible without all my friends and family. You, my friends, have helped everywhere, starting from decorations, food, backstage, costume change, building necessities, bringing necessities from India, be it costume, jewelry, keepsake, anything that's needed for Arangetram. My friends just said, okay, and they just, coming to my house at 3 a.m. in the morning to decorate the beautiful outside decorations that you're looking at. I mean, it's unbelievable, unbelievable. The Ray family is truly blessed to have you all. I don't think thank you would do any justice, so I can't. But there's no other words I can express without saying a thank you to everyone who has helped for this evening. Mom, I'm so fortunate that you could be here today to bless Tuki. You made countless trips to several shops, tailors, and much more to ensure we get all we want for Saesha's Arangetram. My second mom, my mother-in-law, could not be here. However, she composed a beautiful poem as her blessings. Most importantly, Mr. Ray, Saesha is blessed to have you as her dad. You're a kind of a man who has this crazy optimistic energy. According to him, the loftiest of expectations, everything is doable if we put our heart together. And, we have that determination. And sure enough, I see the rub off on Saesha as well. And of course, little one, Tia, thank you for being so patient and helpful throughout this time. Last but not the least, remembering my garden angels, my grandmom and my granddad, lovingly called Mamam and Bhalla, who are watching us from heaven and showering their blessings. It is because of whom dance is in our lives. Thank you everyone for coming and supporting and encouraging us and Saesha. Well, this is my little one. It's no longer little anymore, but yeah, I'm taller to Saesha.
Hello, everyone. I am Shreya, also known as Tia, Saesha's younger sister. And I would just like to share a few words. Dear Didi, from the moment I saw you, I realized that dance was your life. You have a special connection with each form you do and allow your body to completely absorb each piece you perform and learn. Everyone knows you for the person you are today, but I have seen you through every phase you've had. As a dancer, a person, a TA, and an occasional choreographer. Watching you from behind the scenes of this performance, I got to witness the amount of determination and dedication you poured into your preparations for this day. It inspires me as your little sister and your biggest fan. And being here today shows that you will continue to shine as a dancer. I also just want to share that I'm so proud of you. And Kelly.
And can't wait to see where you go. From Tia.
I tried not to cry, but okay. So if you told me, even a few months ago, that there'd be a time when I would know my full Varnam, I would call you crazy. And it's been brought up a few times before. It was the 30-minute long dance that I did third. So I still can't believe that that's happened. But here I am, standing here, saying my speech after my entire Arangetram. So when I first decided to do this, I didn't realize just how much work goes into it. On top of, all the dances, of course, there was costumes to design, makeup and hair to be done, tables to decorate, studios and venues to book, photos to be taken, posters and books to be made. The list just goes on. However, we are so grateful that we had all of the help that we did. Thank you to all of you that made this possible, put in the hours into making this possible. Thank you, truly. Thank you again to our lovely orchestra. Without you all, this would not be possible. I would also like to deeply thank my guru, Dr. Bindu Shankar, for putting up with me the past many years. I was always the kid in class who had a lot to say, maybe sometimes a little too much. Whether I had just come back from hours of jazz and ballet practice or informed Auntie about another class that I would miss over competitions and conventions, Auntie was always there for me. She would always ask me if I needed some food, made me delicious sandwiches and dinners for me in between class. Thank you so much, Bindu Auntie, for checking up on me and being such a wonderful teacher. I would also like to thank Selvi Auntie, Samvikaka, Priya Auntie, and all the TAs who helped shape me as a dancer. Thank you. A performance is only possible with an audience. Thank you to all of my friends and family who were able to make it tonight. To those of you who flew in or drove from hours away, thank you for coming. It seriously means a lot. Thank you, Kavita Auntie and Ajju Auntie, for all the help with makeup and hair. You did amazing. Now here's the part where I will really try my hardest not to cry. Thank you to my family. I can't look at you guys, please turn away, okay? Thank you to my one-of-a-kind father who brought his big camera and big tripod every recital, every single year, who drove me to hundreds of classes every day, even if it meant he would take important meetings in the car. To the dad who supported me even when I felt that I couldn't do something and believed in me when no one else did. Back in my first few years of Bharatnatyam, it was my dad who would actually make my bun. He spent time on YouTube trying to perfect it, and he did it. Good job. Thank you. Oh. Thank you to my little sister, my biggest supporter. Tia has always been like my own personal shadow, following where I go, wearing the clothes I wear, doing the things I like. On the nights when I was too tired to look at the hundreds of sari options that my mom had forwarded for the costumes, Tia would spend nights finding the perfect one for me. When I spent hours practicing in the garage, she would always keep me company by playing Roblox right next to me. And occasionally giving me some corrections. Thank you, Tia, for being the best sister anyone could ask for. Thank you to my mother, who spent hours upon hours shaping me as a dancer. Back in New York, I had started learning Bharatnatyam. My mom would make me sit in Aramandi, which to some of you you'd know as demi-plie or squat, until I'd finished reciting all of my times tables. I couldn't stop until I'd recited them all correctly. I have to thank her for that. That's the reason why I can stay in Aramandi all these hours. When we moved to California, we would always practice in the late evenings after my mom had come back from office in the gym when no one had occupied it. I would practice my adavus in the tennis court as we were in the second floor, so we didn't want to wake everyone up at night with all the stomping. My mother has always been my biggest role model as a dancer, a mother, a woman, and a person. Oh my God. Many years ago, my mom did her own Arangetram, and I hope that I made her proud with mine. Thank you, Mum, for flying in today from India, and thank you, Tamma, for supporting me afar. Thank you to my great-granduncle Bella and my great-grandma Borama for gifting me my first ever bells the second they heard that I was going to be born. And thank you to all of my guardian angels watching over me. Thank you to all of you. Seriously.
We do have dinner outside on the quad. We did send in the invite that gets some layers. As you see, it's getting a little cold. But we're going to certainly all be here. We're going to take pictures. So don't be in a hurry. We just can't express how happy we are that you could really make it. We really know how hard it has been. I'm not naming everyone. Somebody canceled their trip to Japan. Somebody, moved out their vacation. Somebody did not go to India with the family and just stayed here. And there are many, many stories of this kind. We can't believe that somebody would do that for us. So really, really, thank you to each of you. I knew I'm not going to prepare, and they have actually done a much better job today. I'm generally the one who's at the podium, and I'm sent out when you need fillers. And when it comes to dance, I'm effective the filler, as you heard, right? So sometimes the glue, which is a good thing. I didn't want to forget people like Chris Shankar. He's Bindu Shankar's husband. I cannot forget, the kind of support he does to make this happen. He was here to put up all of these right here, right in the morning, as an example, but he did this years and years, and he gets, of course, the coffee in the morning for Bindu, which is what makes all this happen, right? There are stories that I can go on and on with. But we know that we are between dinner and everything. I did want to, again, thank the city, the facilities. I want to thank Lynn, the manager here, Brian, and the team. I did not write a speech because I didn't know whether I'll be able to speak. I did have a few things to tell to Saesha, right? You just don't have to cry. Yeah, I'll try that. Resilience is one word that comes to me again and again. I'm sure many of you also saw how between, right after the Tandav, which I can, through having been an engineer, understand the physics of what she did in the Tandav, the energy with the grace, that she did have her necklace go completely out, if you were watching. And she didn't flinch, right? That's just an example of her resilience. There was a time when the doctors told her that she has to decide between dance or, think about just doing dance, but forget about, what all you have to do with school, college, and work. So how she has balanced that, what sacrifices she's made to come back and keep going, right? So Saesha, Tuki, keep doing that, right? Yes, that's a huge. And then you've certainly picked some good things that come to you, and as we all do, pick some of the other things, right? Which are not always, which are things that improve us, right? Our imperfections. What I really, really appreciate is you understand how hard it is to perfect something, and you will continue doing your journey of progress. And progress is always better than perfection, and that's how you perfect it, which you did it today. So thank you. And keep doing that. With this, I'd request that all of you please stay here to take pictures together with Saesha and the family. We would have loved to spend more and more time with you, which we will want to do as we do dinner. But this is going to be a progressive kind of, celebration together. So we want you to just keep blessing Saesha and the family as you have always done. And we are here, if we can in any way, which is almost impossible, to really give back in any way possible. It's all from our heart. Thank you to each and every one. I did come back and want to say, because I will miss many people, so I'm thanking everyone in the room and outside, which should have everyone. And then I'm thanking everyone in this universe and the metaverse, because we have many guardian angels, including, my family and many of them. So thank you, and have a great evening.